Hi, it's great to be with you. You will have received over the last couple of weeks this financial partnership booklet and also more recently this pledge card. If you haven't received either but would like them, please do contact the church office. Over the last couple of weeks, I've spoken about the joy of financial partnership in terms of the Piazza area. However, there's one other way that we partnered last year in the pledge section at the bottom of commitment cards. Last year, we had an opportunity to commit money towards an additional student minister's income. And this year, we've benefited from the ministry of Rob and Vicky. For the first time, we've had a herd of student ministers. Not sure what the collective noun for student ministers is, but we've had more than one, and it's been fantastic to have them around. Student ministers do a great deal of good in our church life. They're really active in kids and youth, in growth groups, and in services. Now, with student ministers, just as they serve us, we in turn serve them. We're involved in the training of them for a lifetime of ministry. Now, Mark and I have a particular role in their training, but all of us have a general role in encouraging growth in their character, their convictions, and their capabilities. That is what it is to be a training church. And so as much as we grieve it when our student ministers leave us, because we do, don't we? But partly that's just a cost of being a training church who takes training seriously and wants to send people out into kingdom work further afield. And friends, that's one of the reasons why you'll see on your commitment card a fund for MTS. So underneath the top section, which we'll tear off with our name, we have two sections, one the regular giving and one the particular pledges. The first pledge there is for MTS. That stands for Ministry Training Strategy. And MTS is the apprenticeship that our student minister, Rob Mayhew, did from 2018 to 19. And so what does this fund do? We save money for future MTSs like Rob so that finances isn't the thing that holds people back from training for vocational ministry. So that is the pledge card. I'd love it if you could spend some time thinking about your capacity to give next year and send that in to the office at your earliest convenience. If you have any questions on this, please do feel free to ask. And now Mark's going to come and speak with us about welcoming and integration. Thanks, Mark.
I want to share with you about the progress in the welcoming and integration priority this year. This year we had two goals for this priority. Our first goal is to see 40 people accept invitations to our Sunday services. And our second goal is to see people from our Connect ministries join our church family. Now, I've got to say, it's hard to invite people to services or see people join through Connect ministries when we're not holding any services on site, or when the services we are holding are more difficult than usual to come along to. But we haven't been discouraged, and instead we've seen invitations made in a new online setting. Many of us have found it easier than ever to invite the people that we're praying for to come and check out our church by watching a sermon or watching a whole service online. And to support these invitations, we've also been inviting people who see our services online to get in touch with us through our Connect cards. And several people have gotten in touch through these cards, and it's been great to meet and welcome new people to our church when they've come on site. As we come towards the Christmas season, it's clear that we still have some great opportunities to invite others to join us for on-site and online services this year. I hope you'll consider taking up these opportunities either by inviting or by coming. Now, moving from our invitations to our Connect ministries, it's been great to see each of them adapt to COVID restrictions. People in our alternatives ministry have been gathering to play Dungeons and Dragons online. Jason's been successfully adding components to the ministries, added a book club and a Bible study to enable those who come along to Dungeons and Dragons, but who are keen to go beyond that, to evaluate the Christian worldview, to encounter God's word on its own terms, to help those people to become more involved. And people in our ESL English classes have also been able to continue getting together online Several students have been connecting online with their teachers and with each other through the Zoom video platform. And one class has just recently been able to resume running back on site, which is great. As we look back on ESL this year, we can also thank God for Kathy and for her leadership of the team this year and over the past few years. And she passes on that responsibility. She leaves a lasting legacy of encouragement through her dedication to the welfare of students. And I hope you'll join me in thanking God for her, as well as thanking God for Jason and for both of them as they've headed up Connect Ministries this year. Now, our christening services have been unable to resume, unfortunately. We continue to have many families beating down our door wanting these christening services. The demand has never been greater, but the difficulties in running them at the moment are too great. And all the same, though, we continue to trust God at this time, hoping and praying that these opportunities with families can begin in the new year. Now, to sum up, as we've heard in each of these priorities over these last 3 weeks, we have so much to thank God for. And we have a lot to thank Him for in welcoming and integration this year. It's exciting to think how God might work through us as we partner with Him in making Christ known to our friends and families and the people that He's placed around us here in Penrith. So I hope you'll join me in giving thanks and in praying as He continues His good work through us.